Minister, I think we can all agree that farmers are the best, they're the custodians of the land, they're the best placed people to be able to know exactly how to implement some of the measures that we're trying to do. And I think what's very important is that we try and tone back and dial back the negativity towards people in the farming community and in terms of agriculture, and instead be able to let farmers show how we can empower them and how they can actually do the job properly. They really are very much the solution and not the problem for being able to initiate some of the climate challenges that we have. And I think we have to pursue a lot of changes that enable farmers to continue to produce world-class food while at the same time at an even lower footprint, while at the same time ensuring that many of these changes not only can financially benefit farming families, but can also protect and help the environment. There's a couple of key areas that I think that can be considered, and I'll just touch on one or two. One of them would be reducing the average age of slaughter from 27 months to 24 months. That would have the equivalent of effect of removing 500,000 cows. It would require collaboration, naturally, with stakeholders in the beef sector, focusing on practices at farm level to also ensure that beef animals reach the required weights at an earlier stage. But that is something that we could actually look at. Changing our practices, as Senator Lombard mentioned, around the use of fertiliser would see farmers using less and using types that emit less emissions while maintaining the same level of production at a reduced cost. We should also look at how we can improve the genetics and how we feed our beef and dairy herds while ensuring the reduction of emissions that they produce will improve their productivity. There are a couple of things that we can look at and that we are committed to doing. I think carbon farming as well is another area that would be very interesting. We must not only reduce agriculture's overall emissions, but we can also increase its potential to sequester carbon. That's why carbon farming framework is so important, because it's a system, I guess, Minister, that would rewards farmers for removing carbon from the atmosphere, and the development of that model is to be explored, and we're looking at introducing a strategy around that again, around 2023, and I think that's very important. The final, I'll hand over to my colleague now, actually, Senator Kainoff, to 250, but just in the meantime, we have to continue this journey. We have to realise that people involved in agriculture are the solution. They're the people who know it best, and I very much trust in their judgment in all of this.